So that in competition, right, in a race, you can't just help other people on the way. You can, obviously, if you have the power to do it, obviously do it. But at the end of the day, prioritize yourself, man. At the end of the day, prioritize yourself. YouTube, welcome back to another Vlogs video, and today we're back with another banger, man. We're back with the self-improvement videos, man. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while. I think I've been doing about 3 or 4 reaction videos back to back, but we're back into, making sure I can, provide some value for you guys. But as you guys can see the title anyway, we're going to talk about you're in competition with everyone, whether you like it or not. And this is a statement, guys. This is probably a statement that, some people might deem it as controversial, or people deemed it as offensive, or people deem it as what you're talking about wrongs. But listen, I got some points I want to talk about that I want to, spread on the YouTube channel and spread to you guys about why I think everyone's in competition, man. And I think, as I said, this is another common sense topic, but nowadays I don't think people have common sense nowadays. But before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do a lot of good stuff as well. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So what do I mean about you're in competition? Because I look at life, and this is just for me personally, and I don't know what you guys think of this, but I look at life as a race. I look at it as a race. There's winners and there's losers. So there's winners and losers, and I think everyone's racing each other. Obviously not physically, but what I'm saying, but just in general in life, everyone is racing each other, because at the end of the day, right, you're brought up on this earth to fulfill your potential, in my opinion. That's what I believe. I believe you're brought on this earth is to fulfill your potential, making sure you achieve your goals, and making sure you're a good servant. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing I truly believe of how doing it. And then, you know what? Unfortunately now, the world's going is that a lot of people don't succeed their goals. A lot of people don't have to drive. A lot of people are not moving, disciplined. There's a multitude of reasons why a lot of people, are not where they want to be and stuff like that as well. And a lot of people have this thing where I hate being in competition, and I'd rather be on the sidelines and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, even if you guys don't even realize it, you have no other choice but you are in competition with everyone else, man. Even your friends, even your family, you are in competition with everyone at the end of the day. So going to my first part, I want to say is that this is another one. This is one first one I want to talk about, is people want to see you win, but don't want to see you better than them. And I'll say it one more time. People want to see you win, but don't want you to be better than them. So what do I mean by that statement in terms of people want to see you win, but they don't want to be better than you? because I'm sure you guys seen it, maybe, your friendship circle and all that type of stuff as well. Like, maybe if you post a goal, a personal achievement, let's do an example. Let's do you pass your driving license. Or actually no, even better, sorry. You got a new house, you got a new crib or something like that, basically. So you got a new house, say we got a really good 500k, maybe a mansion, I don't know, whatever it is, you guys can visualize it. So you got a good house, you got the keys and everything like that, and you know what, you decide to post to social media, you decide, I truly believe that I deserve this, I'm gassed, let me record the house, let me post it, which is completely fine. Post whatever you want, you guys. I'm not going to tell you don't post on social media. Do whatever you want, because at the end of the day, I'll probably do the same thing as well if you actually really gas to getting the things. And you probably might get a few people liking the story, get a few people even comment on your story saying, oh, well done, Romeo, or well done for you guys, example, oh, well done, for getting this house, or mashallah, Muslims say that, or, thanks to God, all this stuff as well. At the end of the day, people gonna congratulate and stuff like that, which is obviously really good, they say thank you, all this type of stuff as well. But here's the twist, guys. Here's the twist. People, right, they do want to see you win. I truly believe, in my experience, that people don't want to bring each other down as much. People do want to see other people win. But on the other hand, if they see you do better than them, that's where the problem lies on. And that's when I do think people start doing evil eye, and people playing it down for a lot of type of satanic shit, basically, right? So literally a lot of people, right, if you see them, if you're posting that on social media and stuff like that, just be prepared for people to pray on your downfall and to be really, really jealous, or to even be bitter, or to be a hater, all that type of stuff for no reason. You're not even doing anything wrong. You're just literally posting your goals, you're posting social media. You can even inspire people, right? You're going to inspire people, right, to even achieve that goal. But then after that, you're going to get people oh, well, you're jealous, you're flexing, I'm sure you guys get that, where people say, oh, you're flexing, oh, why are you doing this, all that type of stuff as well. But at the end of the day, I'm just posting my goal. What's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? If you're in the same position, you do the exact same thing. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that, it is a competition, because psychologically as humans, sorry, is that people don't want to see them go ahead. Like, people want to see them do well and stuff like that being behind them, but overall, in the grand scheme of things, is that people don't want to see them go ahead of each other. And personally, I'm in that same boat. I'm not the type of person to be hating on people because they're doing better than me, because I'm better than that. I know that, I'd rather learn off that person and become the best person. I also have the mentality that I want to be number one. I literally want to be number one, be the first place. Even if it takes a while, even if it takes me a few years to do it, I want to be number one. But at the end of the day, that people would rather focus, instead of just, overtaking the person, they'd rather just drag them down to where they are, because they can't succeed, or they can't even, they can't succeed, or they can't even achieve their goals, or they're too lazy, or they're too not ambitious enough. But then instead of not putting the energy into their own things, they'd rather put the energy into someone else's thing and just literally drag them down, which is absolutely ludicrous to me. But it kind of reflects on their own insecurities at the end of the day. And this is what unfortunately what happens when you are you're doing well for yourself as well. I'm sure you guys hear all the time, oh, you're better than us now, oh right, you think you're this now, you think you're this now, and then it's psychological pressure at the end of the day. I've definitely had people before where I had to cut some people off, because I weren't there where I want to be. And then people say, oh, well, you're better than me now. And obviously it's difficult, but at the end of the day, it's got to be done, because I don't see this guy being a value. He's just more of a liability, So that's my first point I want to say, is that people want to see you win, but they don't want to see you be better than them. So, and the second point I want to say is that you have to be selfish. You have to be selfish. And there's another thing as well, because being selfish, the term selfish is a very, very negative term. And I think that's just due to programming. People are programmed to think being selfish is a really bad thing. But in reality, everyone is selfish. I want to hear this, oh, I'll look out for us, all this stuff, bro. That is absolute BS. You either look out for yourself, man. Everyone does, man. I'll be honest, I look out for myself all the time. I don't really care about other people. I just care about myself. And people are going to look at this like, oh, Romeo, you can't say that. Says who? Says who? I can't say that at the end of the day, because people talk to you can't be selfish, you have to look out for others. Obviously, if you already achieve what you need to do and you want to help other people, of course do that. But I'm saying, in terms of your goals, stuff like that, you have to put some prioritizations onto yourself more than others at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, with yourself, if, say, for example, you have the fire in your belly to become successful and all that type of stuff as well, but you said, oh, I don't want to be selfish, I want to be, like-minded, or I want to be, thoughtful or something like that, so I put in the effort into someone else, but then they don't have the fire in the belly that you have. And then you're just going to be it's like when you're dragging, mud or something. I don't know. At the end of the day, you should be selfish to yourself and stuff like that. And that's the best thing you could do, man, because if you be selfish, just say, listen, at the end of the day, I got my priorities come first. Most people understand, but you do get a few odd people be like, well, this is that, you can't do this, you can't do that at the end of the day. But those are the people you don't really want to help anyway. Those are the people that would drag you down at the end of the day. So, as I said, man, I think being selfish is the best way possible just to become successful. And obviously, once you're there, you can do whatever you want after and all that type of stuff as well. But in terms of that, in competition, right, in the race, you can't just help other people on the way. You can, obviously, if you have the power to do it, obviously do it. But at the end of the day, prioritize yourself, man. At the end of the day, prioritize yourself. And that leads to my last point, is that, going back to what I was saying, is that first place is all that matters. And I don't believe in this participation trophies, because at the end of the day, if you're in competition, right, and you see, I'm sure you guys see Sports Day and all that type of stuff, man, because even when I was in school and all that type of stuff, they used to say that, oh, actually still do, sorry, they'd be like, oh, you know what, it's okay, fourth place is fine, it's a participation trophy, everyone's a winner. I'm sure everyone's a winner, all that type of stuff. And I'm sorry, man, if you want to teach your kid to say everyone's a winner, I'm sorry, that is a bad mentality to put on the kids, unfortunately, because let's be honest, as a child, they're going to believe that, because the brain's not developed in order to think for themselves yet, so they're going to rely on teachers and all that type of stuff. And I don't even blame the teachers, it's probably more of the education system itself and all that type of stuff, and why that's happening. But in general, they say, oh, you know what, everyone's a winner, all that type of stuff as well. But for me personally, I don't believe in that stuff. I just believe that there's winners and losers, and you have to win. If you win, you're finished. I just truly believe that you have to win. And obviously, people are going to be like, well, that doesn't apply to anyone. Well, at the end of the day, if you want to be where you're at right now, struggling to pay your bills, all that type of stuff, cool, then do whatever you want to do. But as I said, I'm speaking to the people that who obviously want to. I mean, if you're watching my channel anyway, and if you are watching my videos, I'm sure you have some sort of ambition. I'm sure some sort of, you know, determination to become successful, to reach your potential, stuff like that. And at the end of the day, man, you just got to believe that first place is where I want to be. Not second, not third, not fourth, not fifth. First place is where I want to be, man. And, you know, you're going to get distractions, you're going to get hurdles coming on the way, but if you guys just have that mentality where, like, yo, listen, I don't care what anyone says, I am going to reach that, I'm going to do it, I'm going to reach that first place in the day. It's going to happen, man, because that goes back to my point as you're in competition with everyone, man. It really, really does, man. But those are the points I want to say that, you know, I'm saying in terms of why you are in competition with everyone and everyone at the end of the day. Because it's true, you are in competition with everyone and everyone. You see rich people, they basically the winners and stuff like that, and then you see low minimum wage people, they're kind of not really where they want to be. They're kind of just getting by and stuff like that. Or even worse, you see homeless people and stuff like that. So that's one of the conclusions of today's video. Anyway, it's just a quick video, just dropping some value why I think everyone's in competition with each other. Obviously, it's not going to be like anything like, oh yeah, I'm going to fight to the death, or like King of the Hill type of things. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in terms of like, listen, if you want to get together, cool, that's the best way possible. But in terms of like, for the people that don't want to do that mentality, you just gotta be like, yo, listen, I want to just look out for myself at the end of the day. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff as well. And also as well, just like the reaction videos, let me know if you guys want any other topics to cover in terms of self-improvement and all that type of stuff as well. So yeah, I do appreciate you guys, and yeah, peace.